Celestine, goth queen, mean machine, strobe masters, mechanic shop, card dreams unseen, black nails, dark veils, spooky with the wrench, tattoo sleeves turn heads, hearts in a clench, 12 engines she revs, the red blurs, lips stained with wine, tongue rolls and burrs, underneath the hood, casting spells, dark art, fixing metal beasts, got that supernatural spark. Hot AF ready to make the pen is strong. Annabelle, Celestine, running circles round the block. Gears grind, tires squeal, own the world's finest. Goth trap, goddess, strobe master's highness. Chains clinking, hearts racing from her stare. Leather jackets, midnight hair, no repairs. Screech of the banshee, exhaust fumes whisper. In her domain, mortals become hipsters. Eyeliner on fleek, grim reaper chic. Cruising through the night, all eyes on fleek. Taking shifts, shift to part-time witch. Fixing minds like clockwork, never bait and switch. She wears blood wears, lips stained like wine, tongue rolls and purrs. Underneath the hood, casting spells, dark art, fixing metal beasts, got that supernatural spark. Visceral ancient, she wears blood red birds, lips stained like wine, tongue rolls and purrs. Underneath the hood, casting spells, dark art, fixing metal beasts, got that supernatural spark. Hot AF ready to make the panic drop. Annabelle, Celestine, running circles round the block. Gears grind, tires squeal, own the world's finest. Goth trap, goddess, strobe master's highness. Hot AF, ready to make the panties drop. Annabelle, Celestine, running circles round the block. Gears grind, tires squeal, own the world's finest. Goth trap, goddess, strobe master's highness. Hot AF. Hot AF, ready to make the panties drop. Annabelle, Celestine, running circles round the block. Gears grind, tires squeal, underworld's finest. Goth trap, goddess, strobe master's highness. Chains clinking, hearts racing from her stare. Leather jackets, midnight hair, no repairs. Screech of the banshee, exhaust fumes whisper. In her domain, mortals become hipsters. And a long fleet, grim reaper chic. Cruising through the night, all eyes on fleek. Taking shifts, shake shifter, part-time rich. Fixing rides like clockwork, never bait and switch. Hot AF. Yeah, hot AF. Yeah, hot AF. Love, strobe master's highness. Eyeliner on fleek, grim reaper chic. Cruising through the night, all eyes on fleek. Taking shifts, shapeshifter, part-time witch. Fixing rides like clockwork, never bait and switch.
Hello, hello, hello. Jesus Christ, I never fail to wake up late, huh? So much for starting stream early today, huh? Hi, Zap Kudos. I'm sleepy, first of all. I don't know why. I just cannot go to bed at. Well, to be honest, they're not normal times for my time zones, but it's like normal times for me every day. Ugh. Every day I just go to sleep later, and it's just fucking up my sleep schedule. So instead of waking up earlier today, I woke up even later. So that's amazing. Gotta love it. But, it is what it is. Just gotta live with it. Ah, let's do this. What is this stream title? Oh, you'll see. Well, Annabelle's going through surgery today. And surgery might not go well. But I might. Who knows what will happen? Oh, yeah, it will. Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes it just happens. Hmm. There we go. There we go. Hi, Vedrod. How we doing? Guess it's 4,000. Okay.
It's too small, he doesn't know what's happening.
Yes, you did. He's our. Kashmir is our biggest supplier for materials. You might have read that right. Annabelle's heart stops tonight. There's no ifs or buts about it. It's just.
Hey Noodle, where do you want to go?
Just what happens. That's good. I love that for him. We all love Kashmir. Or how I would say it, Kashmir. Withdraw 4K. Well, there's a lot going on within Annabelle's life. It's gonna be very heavily focused around her family and relationships. It's like what is it? Hold on, let it update. It's 20K in total. Yeah, I keep spending money. Why would I be saving, right? I spend a lot of money on a lot of things. I do not really have a need for the business to be collecting too much money, you know? Oh, well, you know what? I'm just gonna say nothing. You know, I'm gonna let you discover it. So it's definitely gonna be something. Yeah. Because there's gonna be a lot to follow through, but certainly no end to his story. No way.
I was wondering where it was.
Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 Strap. Nice. I'm gonna pull out an extra $1,000 and just put it in there.
Well, do we?
Yeah.
We want cloth.
Yeah, sure, we'll take it. How much? I'll grab the cash.
He says 800. 2,000 cloth at 40, 100.
Uh,
How you doing?
Did I make... we're not doing that yet. We're not... Nah, it won't. It won't. You might be surprised. Appreciate it. Enjoy lurking. In the meantime, I'm gonna quickly do our...
Hey!
Oh, okay. 4,800. That makes more sense. Hi, Delphi. Delphi, how we doing? Now this makes sense. But we're extremely low. You know, definitely that 1k goes back because we are fucking stuck on mats for days. So how much was it? And then this, that's 3,000, 3,000. 5. So that's 8.5 and 5.5. Okay. 5k and 5.5k. When was the last earnings? Oh wait, they were for the 15th. Okay, never mind, I guess. How much is racing transmission? Check my list. Oh my god, it's the fucking insane one. What the fuck? Oof. Okie dokie. Ah, fuck me, I'm parking here.
That's for you. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll go get the cloth, man.
Okie dokie. There we go.
All right. Excited to see how long this much materials last.
Well, we could get a lot more materials, but we didn't want to pull the trigger on it last time without you. Do you remember talking to a Jane yesterday?
We couldn't. We actually physically couldn't pull the trigger. I could not get enough money out of the bank.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't expect you to either. Because, like, preferably, only about $5,000 is supposed to be that bank account anyway. Unless we already made the sales. Oh, let me guess, it was already refined materials.
Yeah, it was Jane. I don't remember if you remember talking to Jane.
Yeah.
She was willing to do it for like the same price as the raw materials plus like the glue, whatever. But it was a shit ton if we wanted to pull the trigger.
She had a lot of those, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we got her down to 60 cents. She said she talked to you about doing 70. But we walked that down to 60 cents. Yeah, we walked that back down to 60 cents last night.
70 on occasion, you know.
But that's the problem. You don't tell people up to 70 because then they won't take anything less than 70.
Oh, no. I can tell them that because they don't complain with me when I offer them less.
Right.
It's when I say it, but then they go to someone else, they get to play it up, and then they get to complaining. But I've never had an issue when I said it, and then they didn't offer 17, and anybody had an issue. I make it very clear to them they're just trying to try their luck with somebody else, trying to play a different card.
If we want to make that deal today, they got a couple thousand of each.
Yeah, and I just want to make my opinion clear, which is that in a world where inflation is so fucking massive, we should probably buy now because prices are only going to go up.
I agree with that. Soon we're going to have to raise our prices, which is not something I'm looking forward to, but...
Yeah.
Hayes is already at $350 for repairs, I noticed.
And LSC is 400.
LSC went up on repair?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. I forgot.
Yeah, it's okay, man.
Can you let me know how much the racing transmission is that Wong has acquired?
It's not a racing transmission.
No? What is it?
No, it's brakes.
It says racing transmission. I'm assuming Kia.
It does say racing transmission, but it was definitely brake.
Yeah, the price would not make much sense otherwise, I guess. Well, the fact that it's their at all doesn't make sense, but different conversation.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a difference between me saying this is how we're gonna do things in the future and this is how we do things now, you know what I mean? We haven't.
Yeah.
I was literally around the block to getting a way to secure those sales, but it's fine. So it's racing brakes, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy apparently is so Wong was desperate because this guy is one of the people that has is on LSC's fucking waiting list for parts. And Wong just wanted to secure the sale.
Gotcha. Which ones are racing brakes?
He's also pocketed a lot of the materials. In fact, I think he's pocketed everything he needs.
As in he found himself or took a side?
No.
No, as in he's taken it aside. I don't know where he's put it. I think it's in his pockets.
So
all
that's
this
why
that we have
don't
here.
have that much. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just need to check which ones are brake ones. Sports brakes are the best ones. No, wait, what? There's no racing brakes.
Sport brakes.
There's no racing brakes. Ugh. What are you doing, Wong?
Yeah, there's not a racing transmission either. But it's definitely sports brakes.
The almost best one, right?
No, the best one. It's for
Let me take a look.
a C10 vehicle.
Let me take a look, please.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
I forgot that you couldn't.
Yeah, you're a big
I
bench,
was
small.
browsing
Yeah,
the-
big bench,
yeah.
small manual.
Yeah, because as far as
Wait, how?
I understand, what?
It's impossible for him to just pocket it because they take 800 metal. That would be like all
I
of the
think he
metal.
has.
I mean, we bought like what? Like a
Which
thousand
are
worth
which are
in
the
total.
10k break?
Yeah, the 10k brakes are the less expensive ones because it's one, two.
All right, it must be
four.
those ones.
Yeah, it's the tuning ones.
Because he would have taken a 50% deposit.
Those are still 550 metal. So like with how much we have left, it doesn't add up. Because we were out, then we bought like.
No, we weren't out. When were we out?
Oh yeah, we weren't like out. We had like almost 200 left when I left.
Yeah, we had good stock when we made the sale.
And then we got all of that. Okay, so we have this much material, and we already got the materials aside for the brakes.
I believe so, yes. I think there's a chance that he doesn't have enough composite. But I'm pretty sure he's taken all of the metal he
Yeah,
needs.
we do. We definitely have enough composite. And we're not sure.
We do
yet.
now. We didn't at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let me see.
but today's been pretty slow.
Yeah,
I think I've only done 2 pages.
he's getting a deal on those brakes.
Who is?
The person who's getting them.
What do you mean he's getting a deal?
Well, the prices were not adjusted to be, fully sourced yet, as I said. That's why we're not selling them, because the prices are not. So, we're not losing money out on them. But basically, Wong is gonna make pretty much all of it. And all of the cash that the shop gets is pretty much enough to cover all the materials.
I mean, he might split his take then.
Yeah, I'll let him know that I understand that he hasn't seen the announcement, and since it was just in the group chat, and I guess some people just don't check it, but yeah, it's gonna have to get more expensive in the future.
When did we say that we weren't buying, selling part, upgrade
I
parts?
said that days ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago, Thursday. We're ceasing upgrade sales until later notice. We'll adjust the pricing to pure material costs and use zero shop resources from now on them. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's, again, my fault for just putting it in there and expecting people to see it.
I mean, it's also been a long time since then, I think. I think I forgot. Oh yeah, I mean that was before I started my last book. But I think Mr. Wong will quite happily take less of a cut. I think he just wanted to, sell the brakes.
Yeah, and as I said, it's not like we're losing money on that sale. It's just that, as it is currently, the shop would be making like $500 off of that sale. A little bit more since we don't buy all materials at the most expensive price, but still.
Yeah, but he's reasonable.
Yeah, it's all good. Let me just.
I got a criminal record today. I'm sorry.
Well, you don't have to be sorry. Criminal threats. Go ahead and explain. I'm interested to hear.
So I was doing a call out of the Catboy over at Pillbox at the hospital.
Yeah.
Anyway, so when I get there, I don't know if you've met him yet, but Myrna has a younger brother called Charlie. And a few days ago, I met him here. He introduced himself as Myrna's baby brother, Charlie. I asked him to leave the premises because at the time I believed Myrna plus associates were not welcome here.
Yes, it was the case.
Yeah, so I asked him to leave. He was upset by this, called me and Wong racists. And, you know, eventually decided to leave. Well, when I got to the call out today, there was like 4 people standing on top of cars. One of them was Charlie. And he starts like mouthing at me. He's like, oh, hello, racist, or like angry Englishman or something. I can't remember what he said, but he was being mouthy. And I start the repair. And the first thing he does is he goes straight to my vehicle. And he's like hiding behind my vehicle. So me, thinking he's about to start fucking with my vehicle, pull my gun out and walk across the road. And I say to him, what the fuck are you doing? Please get away from my vehicle. Thank you very much. And then he moves away from my vehicle and I go back to doing the repair. The wheels were popped on the vehicle. So I said to him, I was like, I didn't bring any wheel kits out. You're going to have to drive it back to the shop. I'll pop the wheels on there. I come into the back here to make some wheel kits. When I've made them, I go out. Charlie's standing there. I ask him to leave again. He says, no, it's been sorted out. I say so that I can stay. And then he references Goth Mummy. And I was like, okay, whatever. As far as I'm concerned, nothing's been worked out. I've not been told anything. As far as I'm concerned, you're not welcome here. Please leave. He refuses. Again, calls me a racist. And then I call the police. And then Trooper Evans turns up. And I explain the situation. I was like, he's being trespassed. Please, can you remove him? And then he says, this man pointed a gun at my head and shouted at me. And I said, I didn't do that. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't do that. I said something like that. And anyway, she comes back like an hour, 2 hours later and arrests me, asks me to get into the back of the vehicle. Takes me to Rockford PD. Doesn't take my gun off me and puts me in the cells with my gun and all my belongings, which I thought was unusual. I mentioned it to her afterwards. I was like, I hope that that's not normal protocol. And she was like, no, I was just trusted you. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, so I had a lawyer come down and she basically said that, you know, she heard me say that I'd done it and that Charlie claimed I pointed a gun at his head. And my lawyer was like, oh, there's not much we can do. That is like the lowest charge you could get here if they're convinced that you did it.
What do you mean?
You don't want brandishing because that's worse. And yeah, I took a fine and no jail time, although I should have had 5 months apparently.
So, you did do it, and they probably had proof of you doing it.
I didn't point the gun at him. Maybe I did point the gun at him. I didn't tell anyone I pointed the gun at him.
Well, you said it was across from the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if they just had a picture of that.
Really?
Trust me, people like that love taking pictures.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they notice you walking over to him, all of them pull out their phones and are ready to take pictures. That's how they work.
Oh no, I don't think it was like that. But she didn't say that she had any pictorial evidence.
Well,
she said that the only evidence was that I had admitted to it in our car, in the Stroke Master's car park.
Like, have you?
No. I said I did not do that. When he said that I pointed the gun at his head, I said I did not do that.
So
I think she heard me
nothing.
say I did do that. Well, she claimed I said that I did that, so that was her. She wasn't moving on that.
What the fuck? And who's that?
Pardon?
And who was the officer?
Evans. Female officer, something Evans.
1 second.
But the lawyer was pretty sure I didn't have much ground to stand on because I had my gun out for protecting my property, which apparently you're not allowed to do in this city.
Yeah, of course you are.
He said that would have been brandishing, which apparently is worse than criminal threats.
What? Okay, so you had a fucking idiotic officer and a lawyer. What the fuck?
Yeah. But the worst bit, what I said to her afterwards, I was like, look, I get that this is all done, but what has effectively happened here is a shitlord who I've multiple times, like, who has issue with the business, who has had to be trespassed on multiple occasions from the premises, has managed to get one over on me. And I kind of implied that she was his tool in getting one over on me. I felt like she got played.
Evans, you say?
Yeah.
Wait, did she have red hair?
Maybe. I'm not the one to ask.
Leah Evans?
Yes, bingo. And Maria was there. Like, I had just repaired Maria's car when Miss Evans, Trooper Evans, arrested me. But I wasn't gonna kick up a storm.
It's fine, I'm gonna do that.
Do I have one on? Yes, I do. Here you go, sir. Be 150.
on you, asshole. That's what I'm gonna do.
Who did you speak to?
Nobody yet. But I will speak to Maria.
Maria.
Hi, Sirathar. It's Rythor.
Because
Wait, which song's that one? Like Green Day?
Maria by Carlos Santana.
Oh, Carlos Santana, right?
Yeah.
But to put it
Go on.
to put it into perspective, a lot higher ranking officers than Leah, since she just got out of cadet phase, have been here and said to my face that what you did would be 100% justified and protected.
Yeah?
Probably even shooting him, you should be fine.
I mean, I didn't see him touching my vehicle, but he was like behind it fucking around.
He's associated with people that literally shut
Yes,
up and tried
yes.
to blow up the place.
Hey, how can I help you?
To anyone, that should be enough.
Yeah, I wasn't here for the whole situation.
I'm gonna have to ask if you mind me straightening the frame out using the old-fashioned method. It might look a little bit violent. It'll get the job done.
Alright, I got a shit ton of materials, a big sale incoming.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on trying to make, one of
Yeah, of
each
course.
thing just to have on storage for these upgrades?
I mean, already planning, but that takes so much fucking materials.
Yep, 100% get it. Yep. I mean, I was with me, I think Edward and Becky last night, we were just talking about it. Like, maybe as a team, we can kind of just try to focus on it and grind it out for a little bit. But
I mean, preferably I would just continue getting resources as we get them, so naturally gathering and buying on top. And as long as we don't get a crazy influx of customers, we should be starting to, gather surplus over time. Like right now, we have a shit ton. Obviously, we spent
Yeah,
a lot of money, but
250?
I know me, Edward, and Becky all did runs yesterday. I did a run today. Edward was doing a run.
yeah. I'm also more than likely gonna use these people with materials, and the already cooked ones are gonna be the ones for parts, which will allow me to pay premium price for them, because they're gonna
I
be.
got Jane's number last night, by the way.
Is that the lady?
Yeah, and I said she would do 60 cents, so I did the math. I think it was like 7.2 for hardened metal. That's
Yeah. And then barely a difference for plastic, because it's just
then it was like 6.6 or something.
yeah, it's $60 per 100.
But she had a bunch. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think
don't-
I'm just gonna tell her that.
do you have her number, or do you want me to try and
I
call?
do not. That's what I.
Yeah, sure this.
Hello.
My phone's been weird, so let me know if I didn't.
Got it. Thank you. Ooh, I did have the number. Never mind, I guess.
I think my ovens are ready. I just my timer just went off.
I put in hundreds since we have so much.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
Yep. I don't think he's gonna have anything left to put in now. Although I don't know. Did you end up pleading guilty to that, honey?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking sue your lawyer.
Yeah, I don't even remember his name. But it was like
Trust me, lucky him.
Elias or something like that.
I think the sad reality is you should, if anything like that happens again, always plead no contest and don't ask for the lawyers in the cells, because the lawyer lottery is not fucking worth it. We gotta get a fucking list of people actually worth hiring and only going to them, because you could 100% avoid the charge if you just went and do it later with somebody that has a bit more brain power, or maybe could have not had to do it at all if I had a chat with a higher police officer and explain the situation.
Yeah, well,
It's fine, it's nothing major. Is that even a felony? I think it might be a felony.
no, it's not. It's a misdemeanor. I made sure of it.
Well, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't really affect anything, but still. We are gonna get your record clean one way or another.
Yeah, like, I mean, her not taking my firearm off me as well inside the cells was fucking mental.
As I said, hey trainee.
Excuse me, hi. Hi, I need some help.
All right.
Oh my
what
God,
kind of
I'm
help
so
you looking
sorry.
for? No, it's okay,
I need the
honey.
blue brawler? The blue brawler, the superhero. Do you guys know who that is?
I do know who
Yes.
that is. We don't see
Oh my God,
him
you
around
do?
here.
You
But
both know who he
yes,
is?
I've seen him once, yeah.
I've seen
Oh.
him multiple times. I've actually was the first superhero I ever met.
Oh my God, there's more than one.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who are the other ones?
There's like a Crimson
The red.
Crusader.
The what?
Like a Crimson Crusader or something like that.
All right, cool. And then, is there another one?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't spend too much time on social media. The blue
You guys should follow me on social media.
Ew, what's your handle?
It's Becky with an IE is my name. Anyway, I got a question. Do you guys, any of you know how to contact the blue brawler? Blue
Blazer.
Blue Blazer? Does anybody know how to contact him? Does anyone have his phone number? I really need to get in touch with him.
Look for him on Life Invader.
I did. I tried so hard and no one is responding to me except for the fucking fish.
Honey, no. Do you see the search bar on Life Invader?
Oh, yeah, I just never thought to use it because people come to me all the time.
Yeah,
555-7002.
No, Edward.
Wait,
Edward,
his number?
no. Yeah, his number is on Life Invader, on his account.
Could you read it to me one more time?
No, honey, go ahead and use the search bar. Look for
Oh,
blue
all right.
space
This is exhausting.
brawler.
Hang on.
You got it, honey. I believe in you.
I'll do it, but only for you.
I appreciate it, honey. You're being such a good girl.
Wow, okay, cool. Thanks. 555-7002, is that right?
Yes, that's very much correct.
Cool.
7002.
Perfect. Thank you. It's so cool of you. Thanks.
My
Yeah, I worked
pleasure.
on this car.
When does he usually wake up or whatever?
I mean, his last post on Life Invader was like what's that? 15 hours ago?
13
I've
hours
seen
ago.
him around
Oh my
very
God.
late and very early.
Okay, so this one's probably just gonna be sleeping.
More than likely, he would pick up right away.
All right, I'm gonna send him a text message then. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's so
Oh,
cool of
my
you.
pleasure. He spends
Thank
most
you.
time on his bike or vehicle around the hotel. That's whenever I see him.
Also, oh my god, do you guys know my uncle named Wacko?
I do not. Should I know him?
Oh no, he's got a friend named Jacko.
Is he a clown?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen him.
I think I know Jacko.
Do you actually? Do you have his phone number?
No, but again, Life Invader is your friend.
What about Terry Toughnut?
You miss with me
A family
again.
friend. All right. Oh my
I'm
god.
so sorry.
Are we
Fired.
are we fighting?
Yeah.
Are we gonna fight? I'll fight. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Thanks. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, honey.
Have a
You
really good
have
rest of your
fun.
day.
Thank you.
I will. I'm
Thanks.
about to have my heart ripped out of my chest, and I'm looking forward to it.
Oh. What? Are you alright?
Oh yeah, I'm quite alright. Couldn't be better.
Wait, what do you mean
actually.
you're about to have your heart ripped out of your chest?
I gotta have a little surgery, that's all.
Oh my god. Do you need us to kill someone to get a heart transplant for you?
Oh no, I'm getting something better than a human heart.
Oh, alright.
Machines
Best
are
of luck.
superior, after all.
I'm not sure if this is Barry or that's supposed to be a new character. But if it is Barry, fucking Barry. Ba-ba-da-bow-bow, ba-ba-da-bow-bow.
Also, Misty is hosting a demolition derby at some point in the future.
Sounds fun.
I gave her a call, asked her if she had any official roadside or trackside support. She said no. I gave her your number. I also said we'd probably be interested in putting a team forward for the event.
Oh yeah. God, I hope it would be at the time when you are available.
Yeah.
Just cannot imagine how nice it is to use those repair kits.
For sure.
You know what, actually, let me take a look. They take, what do they take? They take, like, a bit more components.
Dirty cloth.
Okay, so that's the same.
10 components.
Okay, so they just take 2 more components?
Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty. You, my friend, are getting a pay increase. I'm pretty sure.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot to even notice that we can do pro restoration kits now, since that's tied to the bench itself. Yeah, it's 10-5-38, so yours is 10-5-30-10, right? Go ahead and check.
You want me to check? 10, 5, 40, 10.
Okay. quick math.
I did think it was more cloth as well.
Okay, for now we'll keep it to only normal repairs, not government repairs, until we are forced to adjust the price. I really don't want to make the repair more expensive, but we're gonna have to. And so yeah, you're for normal repairs you're taking 150, and government is still 100. And once we increase the price, you're gonna be taking home 150 for any repair. Well,
so
roadside is gonna
so
be
I'm
200.
depositing 150 now per.
Yeah. For any repair.
Alright, no, that's easy.
I guess, yeah. Or
Yeah.
200 for a roadside one. And then we're probably gonna bump the repair price, and then you're just gonna be getting 150 for any repair. But right now the government is too inexpensive for it to make sense.
Yeah.
Also, you shouldn't have to worry about components like ever again, like because you're not the only person who does it. And yeah, you get a lot.
Oh,
But you wanna hear the funniest part?
go on.
What I said at the start still stands. Technically,
About what?
Technically, you can still sell the radio and just buy more components for the money.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But it's,
yeah, but
more steps.
it is very convenient.
Yeah, very much so.
And it's not. It's only
kinda weird
marginal.
one.
Go on.
EMS is out here and he's saying his accelerator's getting stuck and his brakes aren't working. He's saying he hit the brakes and his accelerator started going fast.
Is it out of fuel?
Hey,
He said it's almost full.
How y'all
I don't know
doing?
for his guess too.
can you pass me the key? Do you mind if I
Yeah.
take it for a little spin around the car park?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
There you go.
concerning.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I went up the ramp at the garage at the hospital and accelerated up the hill and then went to brake once I got to the top and it did not brake and just kept accelerating and I slammed into the wall and now I'm afraid of it.
Well,
Possessed ambulance on.
knowing luck, just the fact alone of a master mechanic attaching your card probably already fixed itself. It's usually how it goes,
Okay,
Whenever
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
comes with a technical issue, as soon as somebody more experienced touches the machinery, it somehow gains respect for the user and starts working properly.
Okay. Well, I'll take it then.
Aside from the brakes feeling a little spongy, it doesn't seem unusual to me.
Okay. All right. Well.
But, if you'd like us to throw a repair into it, just to see if that makes a difference for you.
Yeah, might as well. Might as well while I'm here, just in case. I'd hate it.
Have you got a repair kit, Phil?
Yes, I do.
I'd hate to have to call a 13B because my ambulance killed me.
Well, to be fair, I don't think that would be much of a 13 anything if you were dead, but maybe that's just me.
It'll be $250 today for the repair, and I'll get working on that.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess for the next few days, I'll be mostly present through text messages and phone calls, sadly.
Right. Or when you going under the knife?
You said 250?
As soon as I'm ready. We'll probably start heading there soon. I was supposed to wake up a bit earlier, but thankfully, everything here is fine. Stocked up on a lot of materials. We're kind of shorter on cash, but that makes sense. We got a lot of repairs to go through.
Yeah, did you send Wong a text message about the...
Yeah, I asked him if he would be okay with splitting the mechanic cut for this particular one.
Right,
there you go.
Perfect. I'm just going to jump in here real quick.
Alrighty.
And, yep, nope, nothing on the dashboard for fixes, so I think we're all set.
Cool.
Hopefully, we got rid of the possession for.
Yeah, really. Get rid of the demon.
No bad weather, I think I'll just head there after that.
Yeah, have a good one.
Alrighty. You too.
Yeah.
Headlights.
That thing drives so fucking weird, by the way.
I'm not surprised about
They
that.
do not feel nice to drive.
Sounds like we got somebody coming in.
Who's he shot?
I was wondering. Oh, hello.
Poor thing.
Looking for a repair today?
Absolutely. This thing barely made it here.
Just pull it into any one of these spots over here.
Okay.
Get a repair kit for this one?
I'm cooking.
Sounds good. I'll get them set up for it.
Other than that, how are we doing today?
I'm alright. I saw you guys have a wheel. What's the wheel about?
Which wheel? Oh yeah, that's for the raffles. We raffled 3 vehicles
cool.
so far. It's we don't currently have any for raffle, but soon we'll have the 4th one up and running.
Oh, cool. I'll have to come back and see when you guys are doing some more raffles.
Yeah.
You got the key to the vehicle?
Edward's gonna be taking care of it. He's coming right now. Just
All right,
making a
no
repair
worries.
kit for it.
No
There
rush
he
at
is.
all. You want the key?
Okay. Yeah, please. Gonna have to straighten the frame out the old-fashioned way.
Yep. There you go. Appreciate it. And then can you flash me your ID so I can write up the checks while you're doing that?
Of course.
Thank you.
Look at that picture. What a beauty. Wonder who took that. Perfectly straight, perfect lighting.
And displaying the mustache right up front, the way it should be.
Correct.
Front and center.
Actually, if anything, I feel like I should zoom in on a bit. I think
But
it's
Annabelle.
locked, honey.
It's
Oh, never
fine.
mind.
This trooper here is my favorite trooper.
Oh.
Really?
He's a real Bobby Dazzler.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We had this conversation. It's because my last name's Dazzler.
and back home, police officers are called bobbies. But also, a bobby dazzler is like I think it was a performance cap.
What are you wearing?
Just got out of my work clothes, clocked off. I was actually gonna see if you any chance to give me a ride to the impound.
I would be more than happy to do that. Sorry, I was not expecting to see you in flip-flops.
Oh yeah, always. My fishing attire.
Good to know. Very, beachy.
Yeah, I like to keep it casual, mostly when I'm off the clock, you know?
Good, good. Everyone has their own style.
No, I just gave you a bag.
Oh. Just making sure I didn't have to.
Oh, Jane texted me. They're gonna hold on to their cooked ones. They were in a bind for fast cash yesterday because they ended up purchasing a mechanic shop. They got Triad Records and it will be rebranded soon.
What was that again, honey? Like all of it? I couldn't hear you.
Hold here. Jane called me. Hey Jane, how's it going? Oh, not too bad. Yeah, Terry Tough Nuts. I know he knows some people down there who was working with helping getting started. Two days ago, he was working on helping people get some benches to get like a mechanic shop in the basement.
Yes, Goth Mommy.
No.
Today's the day.
So wait, you're gonna turn a record store into a mechanic shop? So you're gonna have a hold on, can you repeat that? You're gonna have a bar and lounge, you're gonna have a
mechanic shop and well, we have like a record label and entertainment company that will be doing events.
God damn.
You
One-stop
mean
shop.
repair shop, honey, not a mechanic shop. There's a difference.
Okay.
Yeah, are you gonna that's what I was gonna ask next is do you have the ability to like do anything other than repairs?
Not right now, but we will. I mean, I know master mechanics, but I think we're gonna just build from
I meant like
the
as in,
ground
like
up.
customizations is what I was getting at.
Yeah, basically.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, all you can
No,
do
we're
is
gonna-
repairs and upgrades, but no like body mods or anything like that.
Yeah.
Hey, well that's exciting as hell though. I mean,
Thank you.
Are you gonna have like a restaurant too?
Yeah, eventually, but for now we're just gonna use that.
If somebody wants to have a monopoly.
Hi, Linka. How are you doing? Excited to have Annabelle die today. I am. It's about damn time. Phew, yet another person wanting to, do everything in the city. Wait until they realize running one business is hard. And doing it properly takes a lot. Cannot wait for them to fail as well. Phew, okay. What do you say, Annabelle, that we can go and check up on the furniture shop? Well, actually, we're gonna park here. Since the restart is coming in anyway, so. We are going to go to the hospital. Oh, that's good. That's very good. I slept like shit. I feel horrible, so I'm hoping to wake up during the stream today, because yeah, it's rough.
So, where have you been finding components?
Everywhere.
Yeah, have you been doing city or up north?
everywhere.
Yep. Good. Is it like what's your limit? Do you do up to 4 vehicles before moving? Or do you do more than that?
I'm pretty much only doing like up to 2 and moving because I pretty much just hit it and keep going. I do it on the bike.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Oh, okay. I mean it's pretty easy in that.
It's easier to, do it like single style. You drive up to the door, you get out and get the radio and move on.
Oh yeah.
No need to stop at the car parks or anything like that, so I can't think of anything that could happen. But yeah, you get a stupid amount of money and a stupid amount of components, so.
What? Oh, I can't drink coffee. I have a heart condition. The center, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh. Yeah. No, it's okay. I just can't have caffeine, I love energy drinks, so that's annoying. Oh my god, hi Kashmir. Dude, we love you at the shop. We fucking love you at the shop. And I'm so glad we got introduced to you. You're definitely our favorite supplier. Like, when Kashmir is around, it's a good time. Best customer, best supplier, best everything. Hey, I'm not killing off Annabelle, she just might die. It's not my fault, okay? People die. Annabelle is not a demon or a AI robot or anything like that, or a vampire. Or it's not like she's been alive for over 368 years. That's a very specific number. Why would I say that? I don't know. Oh, thank you. Trust me, we all love you. Like, you're basically part of the family. Like, everybody who works there knows you and loves you, so you're basically an honorary stroke master. I wonder if you can tell that I'm Slavic myself. I don't think I have much of a whatchamacallit. I don't think there's much of a accent coming through on Annabelle, so I doubt that anybody can tell from just talking with Annabelle that I'm actually Polish, but I don't know, maybe you could. That's good, because I don't want to sound Slavic. Also, why is my fucking Razer shit updating? Fuck off. Yeah, I think the whispering helps a lot. Because like when I'm talking with my normal voice, it's kind of easier to tell, right? Like there's something wrong in here. That's not English. That's not American. That's something.
Don't say that. Not my accent. Fuck my accent. I hate it.
I mean. Ooh.
Ah, no, the pink-haired DOC is dead. No, she's not dead. I actually applied and got accepted into Rangers on her today. Yesterday, 2 days ago. I don't know.
And then I go on my Slavic character, you know? And then I sound like this. It's not even a Polish accent, it's just a made up, you know? It's just a made up Slav accent. Cause I don't know how to make a Polish accent, so I just make Russian accent, you know? And I sound like that. No, you have a problem with me? No, my friend. We're gonna have a problem with you. Yeah. No, you met my brother DJ Yams. Yeah, I am Annabelle's auntie. My name is Stefan Kocurek. You wanna know what Kocurek means? It means kitten. Gotta love made up countries. Yes, I did. My Slavic character name is Stefan Kocurek. There you go. I love him. He's like a gangster, but he's also extremely gay and like fabulous about it, which is very Polish. Fucking home of mafia and femboys. Can I get into the server? Yes, I can. Let's do that right now. Any exchange logs? Ooh, when's the academy? Academy is in July 18. 1.5 day. Oh yeah, isn't Poland basically the world capital of femboys? I'm pretty sure it is.
July 18, 11 a.m. How much time until? Many hours until July 19th. Yes. ChatGPT, help me.
I mean, hey, if you want to skip a step, you can come straight to me. How many hours until if it's July 16, 9 p.m. now? Okay, I don't care how you do it, just do it. Okay, and 38 hours academy for Rangers starts. So.
Oh my god!
Oh, community meeting. I don't know what EF even is, but yeah, it's good. I hope it. Every time something happens, I would hope that everybody hopes that it's full of femboys, because it's what the fuck.
Right, Kruma.
Yeah.
Whose car is that?
Which?
The one behind me.
I think it's local.
I mean, I didn't. No. There we go. Nice and close, as if nothing happened.
I certainly won't. I fucking went through. Fucking. You know, almost getting banned off of one server because I dared to fucking be around one of Penta's characters once, so I'm certainly not doing anything. I'm just here to RP. I don't need to mention anything.
Alright, so I'm the only one, the only business logged in at the moment.
Yeah. You want me to stay here?
No, you can go if you need to.
Well. Don't like, leaving you alone at this late of an hour.
I mean, I'm fine.
I know
It's
you're
not that
fine.
late, yeah.
Yeah, then close down the shop if you feel like it, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll reach out tomorrow, probably a lot earlier, as soon as I wake up from this whole shit.
Yeah, take care of yourself. And,
Yep. It's, the cash is still in the safe, so feel free to spend that on extra materials, depending on what type
how
of
much is it? What, is it 3 in there? Or just what was left?
Yeah, what was left. Like, we bought so many materials, I'm definitely not, pulling away even more cash. Like, it's just, if you notice that, like, the stock is incorrect, we have too much of something, not enough of something else. Like, for example, if we have the same amount of plastic and metal, then obviously you can go ahead and buy metal, because we're supposed to have more of that.
Yeah, what about the Jane situation?
What's the Jane situation?
They have a shit ton of plastic and metal
yeah.
that they want to sell.
Nah, well, that might be a bit postponed because they're opening their own repair shop.
Oh?
Yeah, they, from what I just heard with the conversation I had on speaker with Phil as well, they are involved with the Triad Records and they basically want to have everything there. They want to have a bar, restaurant, the records company, and a repair shop as well. They're getting in touch with master mechanics and basically want to, do stuff out of there. So it's all in the air. But I got their number, we're talking, and if they're gonna have enough,
alright,
I would just be using them to buy materials, well, ready materials to make parts with.
Yeah.
For, they would make more, we would make more.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I do agree. Like, I never had an issue with, like, what his characters do in character. Like, the only negative
I think we should be okay.
interaction I ever had with Penta was an actual OOC one, so, like...
Hello, doors, please. Thank you. My card decided to lock me out. I just gotta fucking go.
I'll give you 100 if you hit Bishop.
What?
I'll give you $100 if you hit Bishop.
Hey Bishop, you want an easy $100?
Huh?
You want an easy $100? If I hit you, I get $100 from Edward.
Wow, this is so rude.
I'm guessing
I'm
that's
just
a no.
trying to return to Lizard. The pavement is so warm.
I didn't get it. I think you just gave the money to Bishop, which you know, good.
I didn't get it.
I didn't give the money.
Oh, okay. It looked like it.
Hot dog.
No, I mean more.
2 repair kits. Yo.
It's a big conversation, but I don't think the issue is like I cannot speak because the only issue I heard with Mike Block is that people get banned for interacting with him, but there's always 2 sides to that. So I'm just gonna trust, because I know the staff team of the server is very good, and I'm gonna trust that, you know, if people get banned for quote unquote interacting with Mike Block, that just means they're not interacting regarding the rules. Because like, you know, all the stuff he did to the shop, nothing of it was like rule breaking or anything like that. Everything was correct. I feel bad that we didn't know that, you know, mechanically you cannot pick up furniture when you have your hands up. That was the only issue on our part. But like, you know, there was nothing wrong with, you know, coming here, trying to do business, getting annoyed and deciding to rob the place. You know, it's like we knew his place. We would report him. He would probably eventually get caught. We would probably eventually get our stuff back. Like everything would be fine. So it's like nothing Penta's characters make our rule breaking. He's definitely avoiding most of the problematic behavior I've saw in the past, like, you know, just overwhelming like sexual advances and stuff like that. I haven't seen that around, so I have no complaints personally. And the only actual complaints I heard were the complaints I heard, not the ones I experienced myself, so I can't speak on them either, right? And my character interacts with a lot of Penta's characters, a lot on this server, and again, never had any issues. Like, for goodness sake, Judy literally stole Pryor's 95, and everything was fine, right? It was just a fun little chase. Judy got away. The dude died because he was left in the water for a long time because Pryor's not scuba gear trained. Like, everything was fine. Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. So that's why I can't speak of, you know, the complaints that, oh, it's, you know, people getting... No, but that's the thing. People getting away with shit was on other servers. I have not seen any big streamer do anything bad other than like small slip-ups, like fucking mentioning a tragedy, you know, a real world tragedy. Because no, but that's what I mean. It doesn't happen on Purple. Like, look at this shit. Like, as I said, fucking Penta characters do not NVL. Penta characters, you know, do not do stuff like that. So it's you can say that, but it's just, you know, it's Penta's characters do not break the rules. The guards were added to locations of the hospital, and the same could be said that they've been added because of me, because I exposed on stream that there are countless locations in the hospital that I can just hold my weapon out, and, you know, the guards wouldn't see that, and I could do whatever I want with it. So, you know, you can't even say that they've been added because of him, but it's just the fact that it was a flaw, because the guards are supposed to, you know, cover the whole hospital, but they were placed in spots that they were not able to see people inside, which didn't make any sense. So it's not like even a bad thing. it was an oversight that I got fixed. But you know, all you said so far in chat was that you don't want to deal with the toxicity, and you gave no real examples, and I haven't personally seen any of his characters break any rules. Like his crime character is despicable, but you know, it's a crime character. It makes sense. Like in comparison, the fucking cop is incompetent. Yeah, like there's no favoritism. Like if anything, there's favoritism towards actual role players on this server, which is a rarity. Which means everyone gets to break the rules as long as they make it to make the scene more RP focused and fun. Because it's RP over it's roleplay over roleplay on this server, and I fucking love that. Like literally, Snow stated in an announcement that you literally get away with breaking some of the rules as long as it's for fucking RP purposes, and you're not doing it to literally cheat the game. Which is, I love that, because I fucking hate. That was literally all the issue to that was the issue on all the other servers. Like it was selective because, you know, if you are a big streamer, you get to break the rules and then you're fine. But if you're not a big streamer and then you do something that you think is gonna benefit everybody, but it slightly touches up on the rule or doesn't even, the staff will find a way to, you know, get mad at you for it and ban you. That was my experience with previous servers. Not a thing on this place. Not a thing on this place. I haven't seen a single sign of any favoritism here at all, and I fucking love that. The rules are not strict. There's many things missing, and it's not a problem. You know why? Because the staff is just looking for role players, and rules do not really matter that much for role players, because we're all role playing. We're not playing an MMO or anything like that. We do not have to say that there's a third party rule and you know, you're not allowed to like any other server. Imagine Judy rocking up to a traffic stop and actually stealing a 95 for and you know, kidnapping him because she believes that he needs to go to therapy. Yeah, imagine that happening on any other server. I could get fucking banned for that on any other server because, ooh, it's third party. I rock up and I break the roleplay. Ooh, how dare you? What the fuck you mean I break the roleplay? I come in and I introduced a new fun thing for people to do. Yeah. Yeah, and I was not scared because I knew not a single staff would have an issue with it. Like, yeah, everyone saw it. And nobody had an issue with it because that's RP, you know? I knew I'm not like breaking anything because I didn't come there to rescue that guy because he's my friend, you know? I didn't do that for personal gain. I did it to further the RP. I knew I had a slow car. I knew I would not get away from the chase. I knew he would eventually get the guy back, you know? So like nobody would lose anything and everyone would just gain an additional interaction from me coming in, right? But if I was doing role play instead of role play, I would be like standing on the sideline and watching because, you know, somebody's interacting, and me coming closer and, you know, throwing myself into the pool would mean that I'm breaking up the flow and taking, you know, like trying to, you know, break the interaction because what the fuck you mean? Like, roleplay is supposed to be like real world. What are you gonna say? You're gonna say that people cannot come up to you? That people coming up to you is like somehow breaking the rules? No. Penta is not a saint. Penta is definitely not a saint. He gets away with some stuff on the server, yes. And so does everybody else who's a role player. Because it's not necessarily, you know, role play. As long as you're trying to role play, you're gonna be welcomed here. And nobody can say that Penta isn't role playing. Like it's 100% role play. Some of it is uncomfortable to people, like the crime. Like obviously the crime. His crime character is very vicious, but that's just RP. I mean, have you seen some of the things that Annabelle does? Have you seen some of the things that Judy does? Yeah, it could make some people uncomfortable, and that's totally fine. But it's like, that doesn't mean it shouldn't be allowed, right? He's not robbing people for no reason. He's always playing the scene properly. Yeah. So like, I understand some complaints about Penta. I had complaints about Penta in the past, but I'm also, you know, looking at it from an objective view, and I don't think I have a single complaint about Penta on Purple, and we both have been here since the start, and we interacted a lot. Obviously, he doesn't know that I used to interact with him in the past, and might not had the best experiences with some of the things he did OOC outside of the server, but that's fine. Like here, it's all I cared about. All I cared about is in. Okay, but you say that, but there's no details in that situation. You say a great EMS got banned. Did that great quote-unquote EMS break the rules? Because a great role player or a great person might still break the rules and get banned. That's just what happens. Like, I'm sure a lot of people enjoyed E, for example, you know, on the server. I know a lot of people hated E, but a lot of people enjoyed E. He still got banned because he broke so many fucking rules, and he was not in here for the RP most of the time. Yeah. And even if he stole it, like, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It's fucking storage. A, it can be replenished easily. B, it's not even necessary. C, we would get it back because eventually Mike Black would be found, right? Because, like, you know, like, he knows consequences to actions, and he's not, you know, he's not like gonna meta game to avoid a warrant forever. No, he's gonna get caught. So like, he might, you know, swindle his way out of a sentence because, you know, because he and the lawyers might be smarter than the police at the moment, but it's not like we're gonna lose out on it because, you know, obviously he stole from us. We have the evidence that he stole from us. We're gonna get it back. Well, no, I mean, they do, as long as it's not fucking used in a commission of a crime. Like, if somebody steals your gun and doesn't use it, you will get it back unless you don't try to get it back, I guess. Whew. So, what you said. You said that he caused a bunch of EMS to not clock in anymore because, you know, Mike Block was too much. Well, there's more characters like Mike Block. You know, it's sad. It's sad that, you know, the RP wasn't enjoyable, but his RP is still RP, and it's it sounds like you know, they were just not comfortable with doing it, and that's fine. But you know, you can't really blame him for it. As long as he doesn't break the rules, it's still just RP. And the EMS, and you said EMS got banned. One EMS got banned. Well, there's no, you didn't give any info, so we don't know how he got banned. But from what I saw, why? Okay. Why is your position not to fuck with EMS? Because that sounds like rule play. Like, think about it. Like, that sounds like rule play. I think you're just very used to different servers who have like, ooh, you're not supposed to rob EMS because, you know, they're just doing their job. Like, that's not RP. That's discouraging RP. What do you mean? Like, you can fuck with whoever you want. You can do whatever you want. This is RP. This is like real life. There's no, oh, you cannot do this with rules. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, what you're describing right now is rule play, which is what other servers do, and I fucking hate it. Yeah. Yeah. We can steal police cars. We can steal ambulances. We can rob police officers. We can rob EMS. We can kill EMS. We can kill doctors. We can do anything we want as long as we have in-character motivations to do it. There's no rules telling us, oh, your character is not allowed to have these motivations. Literally, the only rule on the whole server is that corruption is not allowed. It's because the server is new, and basically it wouldn't be able to prosper if in such a limited, pool of people running the government thingies, corruption was allowed. Like, that's literally necessary to... But okay, what do you mean it's... No. Honey, think about it. You say it's not role play. People that EMS are there to care for people, and yet get treated like shit by a criminal. Tell me this. Why would a criminal that hurts people care that EMS are there to treat others? It's a bad person. Why would a bad person care that somebody's job is to save lives if they themselves end lives? If they are a killer, if they're a criminal? How can you think that's not role play? That is quintessential role play. That is, your character is not allowed to have a motivation because that is not something we would like to see. That is role play. Is there anything in character stopping somebody from not liking EMS? No. I mean, think about it. Police are there to save lives. Everybody hates police officers. Everybody thinks it's okay to treat police officers like shit. Technically, police officers save more lives than EMS because they prevent people getting hurt. Way worse than, crashes and stuff. That sounds like an in-character problem that can be brought up. Yeah. Like, what do you mean EMS getting treated like shit? EMS getting treated badly by criminals is the same as any other citizen of Los Santos getting treated badly by criminals. Like, if you're saying EMS should be treated better and treating them badly is bad for RP and breaking the rules, that's rule play. Because that's treat this person differently than other people because of the government position, and that's how we tell you how your character has to act. Nobody tells a character how he's supposed to act. That's breaking the RP. That's controlling the RP. That's making the RP worse. So the only thing that I would be upset about is if you could show me a situation where somebody got banned that did not break any rules and acted appropriately, but their in-character actions, while appropriate, Penta did not like, complain about, and then that person got banned. That is the only thing I would be upset about if I saw. But all I hear is people saying that people are getting banned. Nobody, says why. And I haven't seen any evidence of them being banned just because Penta didn't, whatchamacallit? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I can't see, Anyway, there's nothing wrong with your approach to things, Mortis. With like, treating, thinking that EMS should be treated better. It's just not for the server. It's just not for an RP focused server. Heavy RP focused server. Proper RP focused server. Like, what you're saying sounds like something that would be implemented in like a public server or a very, very, very basic RP server that I would play on years ago. That doesn't sound like something that should be implemented in here, and it's clearly not implemented for a good reason, because it's RP first server. I'm gonna park this bitch. No, first I gotta put away all the stuff and see if the doctor is in house. Shut up. Shut up. Love you too. I'm gonna take all of these. I'm gonna take this. This. I'm gonna take my cigarettes. Boop, 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 boop. Do I want to take anything else? Ah, yeah, sure, I'll take these. Oh yeah, that's definitely, and I cannot fault them. Like, Purple is one of a kind. Like, it's fucking more RP focused than any other server I've ever been on. Even Onyx, and Onyx is like quintessential RP focus because there was nothing to do on Onyx. Hi, Cosmic. You didn't miss a lot. Annabelle's on her way to the hospital to die. Let me turn down the music a little bit.
Occasionally eat a bird.
How are we doing today?
Oh my god.
What?
Well. Do you know why I'm very mad at you, Annabelle?
Yeah.
Why?
I forgot to renew my prescription.
Mm-hmm. And then I find out today that you're coming in. I'm happy that you are, but I find out today that you had a little bit of a snafu because you didn't do your subscription, like we talked about.
I mean, it's only natural, right? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah, but you could have won the stupidest prize of all of them, love. You could have not been here anymore.
Honey, I'm already on borrowed time anyway.
I mean, we're all on borrowed time, love. Literally from the minute somebody's born into the world, they're on borrowed time. It's all on how you look at it, love. Tell me I'm wrong.
I apologize that people had to worry about me.
Well, you're worth worrying about. Even though I don't really know you that much. I'm a doctor who does care.
I suppose it's a good trait to have
Welcome
in your
aboard.
profession.
No, especially when I'm the person that took care of you.
Can I ask something very awkward?
What's that?
Thank you for the follows, Stussy.
You made a grave mistake, Stussy Beer.
Sorry, I had to change radio frequencies. They're talking their heads off.
Yeah.
Could I politely ask for the name of the doctor that is supposed to do my procedure and treated me. I got their phone number, but I forgot to save the name.
Recently?
Yeah. What was it? Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Was it a female doctor?
Yeah. Brown hair. Smooth voice.
Probably Kaylin. She had purple eyes.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, it's Kaylin Hoffel.
Vegero 78 has sold their soul. All hail the
Christ,
AI
thank you for the-
overlords.
Thank you for the sub, honey. I appreciate it.
So, how do you spell that name?
Which one, the first or last name?
Both, actually.
First name is Kaelyn. Last name is Hawthorne. It's Hawthor.
Would she happen to be around, or?
She was on duty before the storm. I think she might be on duty a little bit later.
Yeah. What do you mean by a little bit later?
I'm not sure. I could send her an email real quick and see when she's going to be back around.
As long as you make sure that it's not urgent, I'm more than okay with waiting. I just want to know if I should wait here or just... She did say she was free 2 hours ago, but I had to, clean up stuff before I could come here. Make sure I'm not leaving a mess behind.
God, thank you. Thank you for that sub. I appreciate it. I
think
really do.
everyone's gonna tune into this podcast.
I would assume so as well, but...
So, I just emailed Kaylin, and she said that she's
You made a
currently
grave
working
mistake,
on a few
Cody
things,
96.
but that she should be around after the community governmental podcast whole thing is over.
Alrighty then. I suppose I will wait here then, since it's not a long time.
Okay.
Thank you for the follow, Gaudi.
Also doing this. Because if I ever find out you neglect yourself for medical treatment, young lady, I will be very mad at you.
Now that's something I haven't been called in a long time.
Oh, age is but a number to me. You could be 75 and I'll still think of you as a young lady.
I will not argue my actions were very immature.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, hon. Sorry, I like to do it the old-fashioned way. Some people like to save people in a specific way. I find it difficult sometimes to find new contacts in the lists, especially when you have so many already.
Oh, you're fine. I usually just give them my name, and then if they ask what I prefer, I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the awkward thing is people usually slide me their phone number and then expect me to know their name, but I have horrible memory.
I'm Olivia Trent, so there you go.
Now, clearly I remember that much.
Hi. Hi, Luna.
I wish I could say the same about all the people wanting to get hired at my shop. It's about 50 people a day on average, thinking they made enough of an impression for me to remember them. Have you ever handled applications, honey? Like people wanting
Actually starting to help do interviews for the hospital now.
What's your policy on people asking about their application?
Please come around. I'll
I don't
hire
really
you.
think we have one. But I know that if I was the person in charge of that thing, I would put you to the back of the pile the minute you did that. Because to me, patience is a virtue and it's a good sign of an employee. So I prefer the person that's willing to wait and not bug the shit out of me versus the person who will bug me every fucking minute.
I have people texting me multiple times a day after I tell them to wait until I reach back out.
That's why you just fucking start sending out automated messages. Due to the lack of the patience you have
He's a
proven
police
to you.
officer. I asked him if that's... don't they teach him at Academy to, like, not bother the command members all the time about his application? And he said, no, actually, the exact opposite. They encourage people to keep reaching out about their application. It shows them that they're meant for the job. And I'm like, that's the biggest pile of bullshit I ever heard in my life.
I don't think it's really dumb.
Oh my god. Serafina would immediately be a fucking Annabelle's personal assistant.
Yeah,
Fucking
no.
Kai gets demoted.
Sorry if I came
and-
off strong, but you know, I don't like it when
No,
trying to handle a patient. Okay, good.
If you did come off quote-unquote strong, I would bring you down a peg, but you are more than justified in your reaction.
I don't know, it's really hard to bring me down a peg.
I suppose I'm used to things being harder.
Oh yeah. Same here.
Oh yeah. Kai is Annabelle's
You alright,
pet.
Lorna?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, are you two related by any chance?
No, we just both like my hair is actually a terrible color. I refuse to let it be that color because anytime I undye it, people start referring to me as fucking Wendy from Wendy's. So.
Well,
Your hair is naturally that color, right, Lana?
Yeah, I know she wouldn't
Yeah,
be
my
a
hair
pet.
is
I'm
naturally,
saying
like,
that
pure
Annabelle's
white.
current
Yeah, mine's like
assistant is her actual
white, but I put a
pet.
little bit of purple in it.
So she would get demoted and would just stay as Annabelle's pet.
thinking
And
about putting it
Sarah
in the
would be an
same
actual.
style as
Would
you,
Sarah
but
want to be Annabelle's
I tried
assistant?
it
I
at the
wonder.
salon.
I wonder if
It
Sarah
wasn't
would
for
actually
me.
want to be an assistant and help
See, what's funny for
Annabelle
me, right, Lana,
run
is
things.
I've tried every other which way.
You know,
in hair,
get the freedom,
styling at the
give
salon, and I
give
fucking
give
hate it,
Serafina
other
the
than this or
freedom
the
to
little
organize
bob I used to
events
do.
and shit like
But if I
that.
do the bob, then I want to dye my hair back black with purple.
Oh my god, oh
So
my
I don't
god, that
like
would
it
be
in
so
white,
good.
when
They're
it's the
fucking
bob.
reconnecting and Annabelle actually finally getting a chance to
Yeah. I
take
just wish
care
that
of
our barbers
Sarah
would learn
properly.
more techniques.
Maybe we'll
don't
find
get
a
me
new
started.
stylist.
And also, I'm looking
And
for someone
maybe
like
that we
Sarah.
could
Like, I
purchase
desperately
some more
need
clothes.
managers and assistants
Yeah,
at the shop
I want clothes
that
more
would
than I
be
want a
just
fucking
there
hairdo.
because they're
I love black. It's my favorite fucking color.
smart
but, you know,
and good
you
at
can
doing
only wear
that
so many things
instead of
in
just
all
focusing
black.
on mechanic work.
Yeah, unless you like reuse the
Yeah,
same
yeah. I'm not
10
blaming you. Like
items
I'm
in
like you
different
can
ways.
you can
It's
see that Annabelle
all I can do.
already appreciates Barbara and
I'll
I
leave
have
that
got
one
two
to
more
you.
in my ambulance if you want to go grab them.
Oh shit.
Fun.
Appreciate you.
I mean, already, if you you probably didn't hear it, but Annabelle had a chat with Bishop, basically told Bishop how to run his business, gave him a lot of ideas. I don't know how I get to play Annabelle being so competent, meanwhile I'm being a fucking idiot. But
nice hat.
Thank you.
no questions. Don't ask any questions. No need to ask any questions.
You all right, man?
You? No, I'm not doing that.
Just a little red rash.
That's a bit more than one more person.
Good, good, okay. I'm glad you're all right.
I'm not putting you down until
So glad you're good to go.
Don't have questions. Don't worry about it. What's his name? I think his name is Alex. Then there's Adam. There's Happy the Clown. That's the sap clown. Get it?
Do I know you?
Haha, funny.
Adam, right? Adam?
Yeah, how do you know me?
I mean, what's more unexpected? Green Reaper in the hospital or a monkey, you know? It's just, it is what it is.
You did?
What?
Was your grandpa dead?
Yeah, your grandpa was there. Your grandpa
No.
one of my parachute.
No,
You know
no,
my grandpa?
I'm pretty sure this monkey is just like a normal character. Like, he talks, he does normal stuff. I'm not sure. It's not like a fish thing. It's an actual character that's a lot more human than fish. As far as I'm aware, I had the pleasure of interacting with him yet.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I was really thirsty. Yes, hello, this is
Yeah,
Adam.
yeah, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure this is basically
Yes. Grandpa, is that
an
you?
equivalent of a human that just looks like a monkey. Like, he talks, I heard him, you know, being on the phone with the police and shit like that. Not really sure what the character is about because I didn't have the pleasure of interacting with him, but Orion heard about a lot of him.
I didn't see it.
God, hiring Serafina to be Annabelle's assistant.
I don't know.
It would be so funny and so good at the same
You
time.
gave this guy's parachute to a random person?
And she's also like,
Fucking hell.
oh my god, here's Tony.
It's a fucking monkey. Oh, he's back.
Is that Jarthur? Well, not Jarthur. That's Pepe's new character. That's. It kind of sounds like Jarthur, but the big bald guy, it's Greenwood, his new crime character.
Sorry, I couldn't hear a thing you were saying.
Yeah, trust me. It's I understand that fully. You don't have a lot of time, and you also have more characters, right? Like, I have more characters as well, right? But yes, you do RP well. Like, the only thing I guess you could worry about is a whiplash from, you know, actual interactions and people not, you know, doing OC talk all the time. So it might be a bit of a shock for you. Yeah, that's understandable.
Phone call, like a video call. I don't know, Grandpa. Grandpa, I don't want to be held by this guy. You gotta save me.
Fuck me. But, you know, even with limited time, Bob Baron is still
We're not
proving
hurt.
herself worries over time. She still is gonna get more and more control of the shop. No, certainly. When is that fucking...
Well, that was really close.
Really close?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Noodle blew up.
Hi, honey. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. I'm just gonna
Hurt them all, right?
crawl up to the roof and listen to this podcast, I think.
Fun.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I join you?
Oh god. Yeah. It's staff access only, so I have to bring you in.
Ooh,
So.
fun. I love restricted areas.
Yeah, fucking squealer. Yeah, red jacket, beat him outside the courthouse.
Okay.
Will you get a hammer? I want to buy a fucking hammer.
That is a
Hi,
gorgeous
Virginia.
jacket.
Gun store. Believe it or not. Gun store? Oh, you fucking.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the
gun
gun
store.
store. Gun store. G-U-N. Yeah, find your mother at the cunt store.
Oh my. Fun.
Oh yes. I do have to say we do have our helicopter out here, so please don't touch it.
Trust me, honey, I know how to keep my hands to myself.
That's good. I knew you did, but
Ooh, what a view.
it's beautiful, is it not?
Do you think you would make it to the bottom or die mid-fall? I don't think this building is high enough to die mid-fall.
You wouldn't die mid-fall, but you would die on impact for sure.
Well, if you fall from Maze Bank Tower, for example, I'm pretty sure most people would not make it down the whole tower.
Oh.
Yeah, the heart,
I don't know.
The heart tends to give out, then most people die during bigger falls way before they make it to the ground. Well, they might be entirely dead, but they certainly are not there
They're
to
not conscious, I
experience
don't
the
think.
impact.
Oh yeah. Over here we have our little conference / office.
Yeah. Oh, that's adorable. Ooh, movie nights, that must be fun.
Yeah. I like to come here to eat my lunch.
That could use a bit of a touch-up, I suppose.
Oh, we blocked it on purpose.
Oh?
Yeah, it's mostly... I think it's a joke about scrubs.
I don't get it.
No, me neither. I didn't watch the show.
Oh, you don't have to give Luna tips. She's an amazing role player. She's just a bit worried because she's There we go. Boop. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this because I can. What?
Lego Isu decided to sacrifice Nova Abuela. All praise the AI overlords.
Oh my god, Lego. Thank you. Oh, this is fun. This is so fun. And I can pull out my phone now and not fall. Yay. Look at this. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank them, Luna. Be nice. Which one? Maybe this one? I am careful. It's fine. Trust me. Manual focus depth. Let's do it like this. No, if I would press X, I would fall, but I can use the emote again to stand up on the ledge. So I'm good. Let me take a screenshot, please. Why won't you let me take a screenshot? There we go. Thank you. Boop. Ah. There we go. Do that. That. Reduce the HDR a little bit. There we go. That looks nice. See, I almost put on my hat and that would make me fall. So let's not do that. Instead, let's take another picture. And just chill. And be very careful not to fall. And yeah. Where's that community meeting? Starting soon. Is there a way to join or like am I missing something? Let me take a look at general chat. Oh, here it is. Join. Yep. Yep, I got it. We're here. Community meeting time. Let me change that. Yeah, I know. I know. Funny number. I still can't fucking believe that it's there. Like, I don't deserve. But yeah, you go enjoy that. And I hope you'll be on Purple soon. I miss you, Luna. You're so good. You're so good. Snow isn't suppressed, but I can't hear him. I see Becky Savage, and I see myself. Oh my god, I'm between Becky and Delphi. Aww, I'm between Beard and Delphi. That's cute. I don't think highly of you, honey. I think exactly as much of you as you deserve to be thought of. Okay? Okay. Do I have a chat? Text. There we go. Just make it
Hello, everyone. We're gonna wait another 1 or 2 minutes for everyone to trickle in, and then we'll get going.
There we go. Show me the chat.
All right. I think that's enough time. Welcome to our first community meeting since launch. Awesome to see this many people at such short notice.
We
wanted to do this meeting for a while now, but schedules were clashing. We had to just find a time, and this one was the one that worked the soonest. So thank you for coming. Thank you for making time. The format this meeting is going to work in is that we'll go through several points. After each point, we will allow a 10-minute Q&A section.
I don't think I'm gonna speak. I never speak at things like that. So I'm
We
just gonna stay
will
quiet.
start off with talking about, let me get the list real quick again. You carry on. He will talk about moderation. There's been a bunch of misunderstandings about how we moderate the community, how our ticket system works, and specifically people thinking we don't take action on certain things. We want to explain to you thoroughly how we do moderation, talk about our moderation team, as well as the efforts we've been taking to cultivate the community and make sure that the RP on the server stays good. For that, I would like to introduce you Carrion. He's one of our administrators. He handles a lot of the tickets. If you've done a ticket, there's a high chance you ran into your Carrion and talk to him. He does a lot of other things on the server too. But for this right now, he's going to talk about how we do moderation and how our tickets work. You carry on.
Well, hello everybody. Some of you may have encountered me on Mr. Gill, who doesn't sound like me. You're just going to have to get used to it. So let's talk about how we moderate. First and foremost, the most important tool that we have is hitting /report in game. If you see something that doesn't feel right or that you're not sure about, hit that and it grabs a bunch of stuff for you and sends it to us in the logs. It makes it super easy for us to track down. So that's first thing first, do it as quickly as you can. The second thing is, after you've done that, head into Create Ticket, the channel in Discord, and use one of the handy dandy options there to make a ticket for us. Give us as much information as we can. If you've got clips, that's fantastic. And we'll just roll with it. So what happens after that is one of the members of the team grabs the ticket and we'll start to investigate. So we will often then ask you clarifying questions. We will try to understand the timeline of what you're talking to us about, and we'll watch any clips or recordings that you've included. And then often we'll then dive into our logs, which are expansive, to figure out exactly what happened. So for instance, if you've ever reported someone who moved your prop, or wanted to know who was rooting inside your military crate, or dude, where's my car? The logs tell us the answer to all of those things. And that's straightforward. And what we'll often then do is create a new ticket to speak to the other parties who are involved. This is great for one reason. It allows us to keep the reporters anonymous so that you're not then sort of fueling things at that point. There's a cost to that, though. It means that because we are pulling you into a ticket, you aren't the creator of it, so you don't get a transcript to the end, which is one of the problems with the system that we've got. So if you ever need a transcript, you can always ask us for it and we'll send one. So what do we do when we find something that's broken the rules? Our approach is to try and do coaching rather than punishment as our first instinct. There are occasions when we don't. Someone violates our zero tolerance policy. Well, it's called that for a reason, folks. But for the most part, we want to just say, hey, here's how you can get better. Here's how you can give better roleplay to everybody else. We resort to permanent bans really rarely. Even our permanent bans tend not to be permanent. You can appeal them after a certain number of days, typically 30, but sometimes longer.
I don't think it's a permanent ban then. If you can appeal
tickets
it.
are also all reviewed by multiple staff members when we are taking sort of action against you, whether it's a suspension or a ban. So it's not just one person being a tyrant. Selvik, what are you telling me? And we use a range of temporary suspensions alongside warnings and coaching. The whole point is that we want this to be a great, fun place to play. We don't really want to be disciplining people for stuff. Like, that isn't the vibe that we're looking for. But sometimes you have to, because people need to behave themselves. We also tend not to handle tickets right in the aftermath of a situation. When you've still got adrenaline coursing through your veins because you've been involved in a 10v10 shootout at the top of Chiliad, you're not going to be in the mood to listen to someone telling you, hey, that was pretty cringe. So we give it a while. We let it settle. And we also don't issue bans if you're streaming. We wait until you finish streaming to handle it, because there's nothing worse than getting your stream or whatever you're doing shut down to deal with something that we can just talk about and be adults. The vast majority of people we speak to are thoughtful, take accountability
Just
for their
stream
actions, and ask
24/7,
great
you never
questions
get
to understand the rules better, which has been really, really pleasant. More of that, please. Those of you who are claiming that you can keep streaming for 24/7, good luck, Godspeed. We've experienced on different places where we've role played what it's like when these things are not true. So we don't want it to be true here. It has to be fair. Some people say, like, hey, why did I get removed from a ticket? Why did I get ghosted from it? Sometimes we'll remove you from a ticket so that we can use the thread itself for evidence collection for the staff to discuss stuff. We try not to do that as much as possible because, like I said, it means you won't get the transcript at the end. But we're doing a lot of work with not many people, so sometimes we take shortcuts. Sorry about that. If it happens, let us know. To give you an indication on the scale, since launch, we are currently up to 2,378 tickets since launch. We're handling that between the owners and a few members of staff. It is a lot. A lot. Some tickets involve 20 plus people and 7 VODs that are 2 hours long. And sometimes we spend 6 hours on a single ticket combing through the logs to figure out exactly what happened. We are putting people into the team to help us out with that. But it will take some time. So please just be patient with us if it takes us a little while to get to your ticket. We are looking at them. We don't forget them. Let us know. And finally, we had a really interesting feedback thread in the suggestions where there was a bunch of opinions, some based on impartial, incomplete data. But there's a really good suggestion there, which was, hey, it'd be cool if you added a public anonymous suspension log so that people can see what people are being suspended and banned for, so they know what not to do. We love that idea, so we're going to put that in place.
Ooh, fun.
So you can look forward to seeing that happening soon-ish, so that it's a little less ambiguous. We're also
it won't
taking...
be detailed. It'll be anonymous, in a sense.
Yeah.
And it won't be every single ban or report. It'll just be ones we feel are relevant to the community.
Bingo.
So you guys know
exactly.
we're taking action.
Yeah,
so
there's
you can
been
see
instances where... Oh, sorry, you Karen. There's been instances where we speak to people about situations and they're extremely frustrated because they got removed from the ticket because we told them we're investigating it, and then they thought no action was taken, and in fact the people got perma-banned. So we want to make sure that we're sending the right messages to everyone involved and the whole community that certain things are not okay and that we are moderating the community for it, because it is understandably frustrating if you think no action was taken and then in reality, action was taken. So
Sorry, if you go ahead and continue, Kira.
You good? That's basically the end of it from moderation. Like, it's a bunch of work. You've mostly been a delight to speak with the people who've been in the tickets. Please keep that going because
I never got to speak with you.
It's a lot of work.
Thank you, carry on. Yeah, it's been a lot of work. We've been slowly growing our moderation admin team too to improve the speeds at which tickets can get reviewed. So we will improve on those times in the future, and hopefully with the ban and suspension log, everyone will be on the same page again, that we do moderate the community and that we do take action. And one more little thing, you carry on touching it a little bit. Some people get irritated that their friends get banned over what seems minor infractions. That usually happens if, even after we took a while and put a little bit of distance between the situation and the ticket, they must have been very combative in the ticket. Then they must have said, okay, I don't agree, or they must have, or way worse, to be honest. I'm not gonna go into details, but if you give us the impression in the ticket that you don't want to learn from the situation and that you are not gonna be a good member of the community going forward, then we will just take our discretion and remove you. That's
I
that on
think
the
we've all
topic.
played.
Oh,
We've all played on servers where it feels like some people skirt the lines on the rules and repeatedly sort of ruin roleplay for other players. And it may take they get a warning here, a day there, 2 days here, another coaching here. I've played on servers like that. It hasn't felt great, so we try not to remove people permanently too often, but we do use discretion and sometimes remove people.
yeah. Okay, that's it on moderation. I hope that has brought in some clarity as to how our tickets work and why you get removed from tickets, and why it takes so long sometimes to completely finish off with a ticket. Our next topic will be touched on by Katie. I've spoken about it a bunch of times. I've spoken about it in the police meeting. On this server, we want to have a melting pot of RP styles. We like and enjoy both the slow burn, slow RP, and we enjoy the fast burn, maybe more funny RP.
Thank you.
Katie's gonna speak about that right now, because we really want to come together as a community and respect each other's roleplay.
So, regarding that, essentially, what we are striving for is a bit of a mixing pot where, ideally, players read the room and sort of understand that, okay, this person's doing lighthearted roleplay, this person's doing serious RP, and to roleplay appropriately
Thank
with
you.
that person.
Jesus, this
right?
place is so cool.
Relative to the pacing
God, I
that
love
they're
this
trying to
server.
bring to the table. So, one of the worst experiences you can have is like a slow burn storyteller is someone interjecting themselves repeatedly into a story without consideration for the pacing of it, right? Brief moments of whimsy or action can provide some beautiful contrast, but too much of it muddies the tale you're trying to tell, right? Likewise, if a faster paced storyteller, nothing harshes the vibe more than letting someone who isn't matching your speed, like a cop or something, right? Who isn't giving you much in the way of role play beyond sending you to jail, right? Or shutting down arguments. We tell better stories together when we invite others to step outside their comfort levels, but respect how they play. The key is to read the room and be considerate of them.
God, it's so good to hear. God, I love this place. I'm so fucking
Yeah,
happy.
I think.
I'm here.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
We want Purple to be a
PurpleRP
place
is
where you can
something
find a
special.
beautiful sort of mix of different stories and speeds, where everyone works together to tell stories together, right? To what's the word? I don't want to say, I don't want to use W and L, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Sometimes people have a hard time reading if the other person's a slapstick comedy character or not. So we just need to work extra hard at that, at identifying what the other person's doing and respecting them in that regard, right?
Yeah, and that does mean we shouldn't be allowed to, push each other's comfort levels in terms of how silly they want to go or how serious. Just be mindful, if you just did it to them, maybe don't keep going back, and vice versa. And yeah, we ask that from everyone. Like we don't want the fast burners to get burned out because they keep running into people that take it way too serious. You get to choose how you roleplay like your injuries, for example, if you just got shot at by maybe in a bit by someone, right? You don't have to injure out that you got 50 fragments, bullet fragments in your liver or something like that. You can just say you got grazed by the bullet and shrug it off. Like, you have that agency on our server to meta P like you want to. And so if you think they are not matching your speed and you're not gonna get the role play you want by getting super injured from a situation, then we encourage you to take your agency in your hand and not get too injured from that situation. And it counts the other way around too for the fast burners. Maybe don't keep gunning down the same person over and over and over again. And yeah, we're just asking for. We're trying to make a melting pot, a mixing pot, like Katie said, and we want to respect
It's not
each
gonna be
other.
easy. You know, it requires everyone to put something into this to try and make that happen. But we're working towards it, and we're gonna keep working towards it. Are there any questions related to this? Were we having questions, Snow? Were we putting them?
Oh yeah, we didn't
in chat
even.
right here, or
We
are
forgot
doing
to
it
do
now?
the questioning
We
about
need to
the.
do- yeah.
Yeah, that was my bad. I'm sorry, guys. First community meeting.
We're
Oops.
That's okay.
Let's do questions about this melting pot one, and then
yeah.
we we can do questions about
Sort of
administration.
a server direction, right? How we want people interacting on the server with each other. Because I
I'm
mean, there
excited
are
to get to
definitely different
interact with
styles that
her
clash,
character
and we
on
find
my
that
new ranger.
most of our
Rangers
worst
seem so
tickets
fun.
are when those two different styles are meeting each other. Someone expects something different from the role play than the other person provides them, right? But if there's anything we can clarify on from where we at least stand related to that, we would love to answer those questions.
Okay, can you guys hold the chatter for questions in this chat real quick, the community chat?
If there are any. If they're not, then we'll continue on the points.
I mean, yeah.
Several people are typing. Ugh.
You want
Nix,
to speak,
if you
Snow,
could,
and then have them ask it, or do you want them to type it? So these people role play
yeah,
together. You can tell
just
some
type
people
it.
intentionally avoiding certain slapstick characters. Well, I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. I mean, if you know someone is doing a role play somewhere that you don't want to be involved with, you obviously have the option not to go and be involved in that, right? Sometimes things happen, and you just meet these people naturally, and they role play with you. And in those situations, you just, you do your best to role play out the situation and continue on, right?
Yeah, there's no invitation to, let's say you run into a slapstick character and they RP with you, you can't just walk away from that either.
Yeah, you don't get an
You
opt-out
need to
ticket.
RP it out, but like I said, you have the agency to choose how hard the consequences are from this interaction.
Right.
If you get shot as a result, then you don't have to RP out that you have to be in a wheelchair for 6 weeks or something like that. You have that agency just as much as they do, and you can't just walk away because they are trying to they're trying to tell a story too. Maybe it's a bit of a shorter story, or maybe there is an overarching story and they just like to mix in bits here and there. They deserve it just as much as you do to make a story. Everybody's role play is worth equal. Here's a question. Q, you say the worst. Let's do the admin tickets later. Oh no, this one here. Okay, that's fine. You say the worst tickets are where these personalities clash. Do you all consider these personality clashes as a rule break, or just as people being inconsiderate towards each other?
Oftentimes, the personality clash leads to rule breaks, right? Often over misunderstanding or misexpectation over the situation. One person might expect a certain role play from a certain action, but they get something, more violent in return than they might expect. Maybe they shoot them right away or whatever. On the first interaction, that would be a good example, I think. We've had that happen a couple times. Let's see. So I think this kind of relates to the topic. There was a thread about robbing, people being unhappy about people robbing in Polito. Can I get admin's thoughts on people robbing in Polito? There was some people saying it was low quality roleplay to rob in Polito, as cops might not be nearby. Is it something reporting if done too much? No, I mean it depends on the robbery, right? It depends on the context of the robbery. There's a way to do good robberies and there's a way to do bad robberies. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess if we're going to get into the nitty gritty of what is a good robbery and what is a bad robbery, I think to summarize it would just be to provide counterplay to the other player so that they can do follow-up role play. You know, if you black out in all black with a motorcycle helmet and get a sports bike, you know, you're not exactly, you know, pushing anything new here, right? You know, it's there's not a lot of follow-up for that player. So, to give you an example. And the cops, as for the cops not being there, I mean, that's go complain to them in character and tell them that they don't patrol Polito enough. It's lawless, right? Complain to them.
Okay. Can you elaborate on the be considered clause to there being no limit on RP crime?
Yeah, I can take this one, I think,
Oh,
a little
I
bit
missed
because we
one.
see it
My
a
bad.
bunch of times. Where, so for instance, let's say you've got two gangs who are sort of in full-on beef and it's been building up and you've got a really nice big juicy storyline. We don't want you to feel that you have to leave people out of that story for the sake of an artificial limit. We want you to be able to roleplay with the people who are there to roleplay and to do that. But be considerate with the other side and that you aren't just rolling them with numbers, right? Like, it's be thoughtful about the stories you're trying to tell and basically don't just keep going back to the well, like to bully people for the sake of it. It's what is the story you're trying to tell? Can you achieve it in more interesting, creative ways than, you know, just straight up gunfights? Gunfights are cool. We all love them, right? They're great, but they're not the only tool in your arsenal to tell these stories. And so we've just left you a bunch of creative freedom